welcome back to World Rhythm 101. Here we go, demystifying the slap. The slap is identified as sort of a third tone. It's considered perhaps a little bit more of a specialized tone because it is the one that is a little more difficult to achieve. A lot of folks have a hard time understanding it and, of course, reproducing it. This lesson, we're going to try to take the mystery out of that slap tone. One of the things that a lot of folks think about when they think about the slap tone is that it has to have more force or more energy to produce it. That's not true. And depending on the drum that you're playing, the slap could refer to an open tone that creates, as they call in the Caribbean, that bell sound, that bing that you're looking for. Or it could be created by leaving the fingers on the drum, also creating a specialized tone, but a little bit more of a muted one. What I refer to as an open or a cup sound. So for our purposes, we're going to be tackling 3 types of slaps, and we're going to go ahead and start with slap number 1. Here we go. So if we take a nice slow look at what our tones look like, you'll notice that the energy of my hand was going straight up and down. For sake of ease, we are allowing our fingers to stay close together. But you'll notice if you experiment that that's not even necessary as long as you're straight up and down with all of the fingers hitting the head at the same time. If you notice, watch masters, they really don't change their fingers much between their tones and their slaps. What they do change is the energy and the direction at which they come at the drum. So a tone, nice, warm, straight up and down energy. A slap, we come at the drum from an angle. And so we're going to be coming at the drum from this direction with the emphasis more on the finger pads. Rather than focused on the entire finger, we're going to allow the hand to be a little bit more loose. And on the djembe slap, our slap number 1, the energy is going to come here. Now where the bearing edge comes in with the slap is that it stops the hand. So the energy of the fingers sort of keep going while the hand stops. I'm going to be using, as opposed to this part of my hand that we focused on the bearing edge with the tone, just inside where this main crease of your hand is, that's what's going to come up against the bearing edge. And again, a nice loose hand focusing on the fingertips and this energy from coming off to the side. So listen to the difference between my tone, nice warm tone, up and down energy. Again, bouncing off the head, and my slap coming from this complete different direction and a little bit more of a loose finger tip with the emphasis on the finger pads. So very similar to slap number 1, slap number 2 is going to have an energy that comes from the side. The difference is that I'm going to allow my hand to cup. And this will be used in this slap as well as the next one. A little bit more of a cupping motion. But on slap number 2, the one we're working on now, the fingers are going to stick onto the skin. I once had a conga teacher tell me that to pretend that there was a dime on the other end of the skin that I was trying to reach and grab into. There's a little bit of a pull once your fingers hit the skin. So here's the motion of slap number 1, but here's the motion of this new slap. You can see it's fingers a little bit closer together, a little bit more of a cup, and again they're going to stick onto the skin. Like slap 2, the energy is the same. The position of the hand is the same in this cupped position. Basically, the fingertips hit in the same position. The only difference between this slap and slap number 2 is that Rather than sticking to the skin, the hand is going to bounce off of the skin. Okay, so it's a little different than slap number 1, where the energy was more like this, flat finger with focus on the fingertips. Now it's a little bit more of a curved hand, again with focus on the fingertips. It's often used on conga. It's going to have this sound.